All right. Jake Ricca.
Anthony Pappaly.
Hey, man, welcome to the pod. We start every pod the same way. Just go ahead and spin the spinner here. Let me turn this on for you. We're going to spin the spinner here. It has a bunch of races on it, and whatever race it lands on, we're going to say two nice things about the race that it lands
Nice
on.
things?
Yeah, we'll say two nice things.
Okay.
You know, we started the pod off with some good vibes.
Okay. It's still spinning.
That's fine.
It's going. It's
going.
Canadian.
Damn, that one sucks. But all right, we'll do it.
Kind of making fun of white people.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
going to say good things about white people. Wow, what a struggle. I'll figure it out.
Well, yeah, you know any Canadians?
No, I feel like I do. We had a Canadian come to Orlando once, and she was insane. I remember that. Oh, wait, good things. We're saying nice
Yeah, let's say
things.
two nice things each. You know,
Yeah.
could be whatever.
Two nice things. They have, they're good at hockey. Very good at hockey.
solid hockey
I grew up trying to play hockey, but my dad hurt his shoulder playing hockey, so I got scared of it. Good at hockey. They are also great bacon.
Canadian bacon.
Canadian bacon.
That's pretty
dude.
solid, yeah.
Big fan of that. Yeah.
I think they're pretty good with outdoor stuff. I feel like they're like an outdoorsy people.
Mm-hmm.
They love nature. And then I think Canadians are probably the best people to do blackface, I think, or brownface.
For real?
Yeah, their prime minister.
Oh, you're right. I thought Jimmy Fallon might have been Canadian for a second.
Did full on.
That's who I think of.
That's our best American guy for
Hell
blackface.
yeah, dude. He was laughing the whole time, too. As they're like, stop moving. He's like, it tickles.
All right. I don't know why we started that way. I just wanted to try something. Jake Ricca, welcome to the pod, dude. This is Bits That Bomb. Podcast where we just talk about bits that we have that just aren't working.
Mm-hmm.
You're one of my favorite comics to watch. Every time I see you, you crush.
Thank you.
So it's fun to have you on the pod. And yeah, we'll just talk about comedy and bits. And yeah, how long have you been doing comedy?
August of 2017.
Okay.
So it puts me at like 6 and change. Right?
Yeah.
No, 7 and change.
Yeah.
No.
Almost.
Wait. Yeah.
Almost 7.
Almost 7. Yeah. So 6 and change.
Oh, yeah. And then you started all in Orlando?
Yeah. Started Orlando. First spot was Austin's Coffee, a coffee shop in Orlando.
Yeah.
Did you ever do that?
I don't think I did it. It was a shit mic, right? Like a bad mic?
Some nights it was.
Yeah.
Sometimes it would be like 16-year-old hipsters.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it'd be like full of 16-year-old hipsters.
Yeah.
And it would still be fun. You're able to riff stuff out, but if
Right.
you either had to do crowd work to get them, or you had to have really tight bits, or you were just gonna talk into the abyss.
Okay.
So it kind of tightened you up a bit.
Yeah. And then I got to join you guys there in 2023. 2023 is kind of like my full year there almost.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun, man. It's fun doing your room, Milk District, and you guys had some good stuff there.
Yeah, you were very like right away. Because whenever you visited, we didn't know you yet.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, who's this new guy? And then you went on. We were like, oh, he's a comic.
Yeah.
And, right away we found out you've been doing it for a minute.
Yeah, dude, it was fun. And then I feel like I joined the Florida crew, and then we all moved out here. Everyone's crushing it for the most part.
Yeah, it's a pretty big Florida presence over here.
Yeah.
For like Orlando, Tampa, South Florida for the most part, right?
Yeah.
Those are like the main ones. Is there Jacksonville up here?
Bobby Brown Jr.
Bobby Brown, yes,
Yeah.
Bobby Brown. Mm-hmm.
Pretty much every part of Florida almost. And then I feel like a good chunk of the mothership is just Florida guys now.
Yeah.
Christoph,
Yeah,
Jolly.
congrats to him.
Yeah.
Jolly, Cam, who was originally
yeah.
but he's torn now. He can't fucking work.
Yeah, insane. But yeah, man, we can get into it. We just talk bits, whatever you got. Let's just riff on them, and I can go first, or you can go first, however you want to do it.
I'll go first if you want me to break it open.
Break it open,
Fine
dude.
with that, dude. So there's a bit I had. I can't remember. It must have been like 2 years ago when I tried it.
Yeah.
And it had legs, but for some reason I just stopped expanding on it, or maybe got caught up with something else. It always like scared me when people would like fight while I was growing up, because they would always take their shirts off to fight.
Yeah.
And I was afraid that like I would have to take my shirt off in a fight.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really afraid of getting my ass kicked. I was afraid of like not being seen as like, why didn't he take his shirt off? Is he is he self-conscious about being fat? You know, I don't want to like have my tits out and get my ass kicked.
Yeah, you weren't. You were worried about being body shamed instead of getting ass kicked.
I was not afraid of like physically getting harmed. I was like, everyone's gonna be like, why didn't he take his shirt off? That was like my fear.
And that joke never did well?
I did it like once, and I probably did it at like a shittier open mic.
Yeah.
And then just got caught up like, oh, here's stuff I know works.
Yeah.
It's like, because I was looking back into the annals of, is that the term? Into my phone. I was
looking at that deep, dark.
Dude, I got like 1,000 notes in my phone. I was just like, oh, this is just dog shit, maybe okay, good, bad.
Yeah.
And that was one of the fun ones. And I'm like, I'm like, why didn't I do this more?
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I did it like once on stage.
Have you ever been in a fight?
Yeah, I was a bouncer for like 5 years.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I've been in like hundreds of altercations.
Yeah, but have you been on like what's like the craziest fight you ever been in, like a full on fist fight with a dude?
Yeah, I've gotten. Probably the craziest fight I had was not like a one-on-one thing. It was literally a giant parking lot brawl.
Oh shit!
And it was the what's called Christmas break.
Yeah.
And all the kids were like coming home from college. Like all the people that just went away came back, and all the people that stayed were still here. So the bar was like extra packed on a night where it's typically dead. Mm-hmm. And we had like lower amount of staff and security. Tensions got high because people weren't getting the drinks that they wanted quick enough.
Yeah.
And people just started fighting inside, and we pushed them out. Usually when we push people out, there's like a cop, like an off-duty out there to like scare people, and then they stop fighting.
Yeah.
No off-duties. So people just were continuing to fight in the doorway as we're pushing them out, like swinging on the security. We kick them outside. They run out to the parking lot, and I'm not exaggerating, 100+ people in this parking lot surrounding while there's at least 20 to 30 people fighting.
Dang.
Like insane brawl, and people's cars are getting fucked up. Our cars are out there. So we just had this barrage of bouncers walk out in like a line together, just walking towards to clear the parking lot, and people were just sprinting at us trying to fucking knock us out.
Damn. I like it.
It was fucking crazy.
After you told me that bit, though, I like imagining you, like, you know, when you see like two guys like fight, like street fighting, and the dude is like constantly pulling his pants up. Yeah. I just imagine you pulling your shirt.
Dude, yes.
You're like, fuck, dude.
Like he's choking me out instead of going for the wrist. I'm like, no. On my belly button.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Were you ever scared? Were you ever like, or because you're a big guy, like, were you ever intimidated, or were you like, nah,
when? Like during fights?
Any kind of fight, yeah.
When I first started bouncing, yeah, it was definitely a bit shaky.
Yeah.
Because when I wasn't, like, I wanted to play football. Like, I was always training. I was a big dude.
Yeah.
And the way I got into bouncing was my buddy, me and him were drinking at a bar, and he walked up to the bouncer and said, give him a job, like, jokingly while we were drunk.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, yeah, we need a bouncer. Like, we're literally short-staffed. Do you actually want a job?
Right.
And I was like, yeah, sure. And then he was like, no, I'm serious. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Sure, I'll do it. I ain't no bitch. Yeah. And the first couple fights, I just was useless.
Really?
Yeah, before then, I hadn't been in any physical altercations outside of football.
Yeah. Which,
don't get me wrong, you get put on your ass and, like, you toughen up. Mm. Like, I was able to take a hit. I could definitely fuck someone up. Like, I trained, like, I grew up, my dad taught me how to box and stuff, but I never had to, like, actually, all right, someone's trying to fist fight you. Yeah. You don't have pads or a helmet on. It's real type situation. And it's weird the first time. Like, you find out if you're, like, a bitch or not. I think I definitely was a bitch at one point. Like, have you ever been in like, a fight?
Not really. Like, as a kid,
like,
not like a serious fight. Like, not as an adult, really, no.
Like, if you haven't, I don't know, maybe I'm just a pussy, I don't know. Yeah. I was shaky. Like, my legs were shaking a bit.
Yeah, nervous.
Like, the first couple, and it was people that I know I could have probably fucked someone up.
Yeah.
But you've just seen I've seen so many videos of, like, just, like, the little kid sucker punching the big guy, you know? All it takes is one clean shot, like, right here, and you're down.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, what if he fucks me? Like, you never know. And I still went and did my job, but it was definitely, like, shaky the first, like, few times. And then after a few months to a year of it, I didn't even think anything of it.
Damn.
Like, I would walk right up to people fighting and just separate them, grab people, throw people.
Damn.
But it took a little bit.
Sure, yeah. If you're not used to it. Was it like a fancy bar where you have to wear like a blazer or anything?
Fuck no.
You know what I'm talking about? You know, like those bouncers, they have like the earpiece and they wear a nice blazer and stuff.
I've worked at those before for like one-offs, like where like not private security. Yeah, basically like I was contracted for a night for places, but this was a college bar where it was like 18 to get in, 21 to drink. Yeah. So the average age was like 16 to 20. Everyone had fucking fake IDs.
A bunch of Captain Wrights running around.
Pretty much. Yeah. And everyone was just a child. And we're college kids too. So it's not like I'm like a 30-year-old man bouncing. Yeah. I'm literally like in my 20s. Like the bar I bounced at, I actually got kicked out of for underage drinking when I was younger. Literally got kicked out by one of the bouncers. 2 years later, I was working there.
That's your come up story, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I used to be kicked out of this bar. Now I beat people up.
I remember the first time, this is when I was like super young, I was drinking there, and you're supposed to wear a wristband. Yeah. And you either put, I can't remember if you put it on left or right hand. You had to put it on the right hand. Yeah. Whatever one was the correct one. And I had it on the wrong one. And a bouncer called me over. He goes, "Hey, the wristband's on the wrong hand." I was like, oh. He goes, "Put it on the other hand." Yeah. And I was like, oh. Oh, thanks, dude. I was just he was a cool bouncer.
You ever wear like suspenders just to keep that shit locked in your shirts and stuff?
No, I haven't. I tried wearing suspenders for the first time.
Did you really?
When was this? I was going to my buddy's birthday, and he goes over the top. He did like a Great Gatsby theme. Yeah. And I thought they would help because I'm fat. Because belts suck when you're fat.
Do they?
Yeah. You've never been fat, right?
No, not really.
No.
I'm a scrawny kid.
Brother, gut hanging over belt stinks fucking day. It sucks so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. After a while, it can stink, and I was just like, not physically, it just hurts. Yeah. I'm sure it doesn't smell nice either, but
it's leather and skin and
yeah, it's awful. It gets red and it's like whatever, dude. But I tried putting on suspenders, and maybe they were just too small. But I was just like, bro, these things are going to, if I sneeze, they're going to fly up and just like smack me in the eye. Damn. So I got uneasy and I just put the belt back on.
Okay, that's a good bit, man. I think it's really funny.
Putting the shirt on and
locking it. Why does that guy always tuck his shirt in? It looks weird as hell.
Dude, tucking your shirt in fat? Oh my God. I hate dressing nice. Yeah. You're supposed to tuck your shirt in, and then I just look even fatter.
Well, didn't they make those shirts? Like, isn't this like those kind of
This is the fat guy shirt. If I stood up and went like this, belly ain't coming out, brother.
Yeah, and it just looks good. Like, they just make shirts like that.
I think it's like tighter. This is a 4X. The arms?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like, it's big enough on the chest. Yeah. A little bit. It's probably like a 4X chest, like a 2 to 3X arm. Yeah. And then, like, just comparing to like regular shirts. It's just knitted different to where it's
for sure.
It's nice.
Yeah, dude. All right. That's good.
Sorry, I talk a lot.
No, that's what this pod is, man. That was very funny.
It's a podcast. You're supposed to talk.
Dude. All right, I'll shoot a bit off. This bit used to do good. It doesn't really do well anymore, so I'm trying to rethink it. But basically, the idea is like, I don't know if this ever happened to you. You can burp, dude. You can fart. You can do whatever you want.
Dude, I love this spot.
Yeah, dude.
That was on accident.
Burps that bomb, dude. This bit, basically, I don't know if this ever happened to you, but you've probably heard the story of like you know when like a dad catches his kid drinking like a beer, and he's like, "Oh, you want to be a man, right? You're gonna drink beer. You're gonna drink this whole 6-pack." Dad gets the kid drunk and make him regret everything.
They'll do it with like cigarettes. You're gonna smoke the whole pack.
Yeah, smoke the whole pack.
Yeah.
I think that's how we should punish people who do blackface. Like if you get caught doing blackface, I think you should have to keep it on.
Oh,
you know, past whatever event you're at or whatever you're doing. Like if you're at a party, you're gonna keep it on for at least a few more days.
Mm-hmm. But that's school's tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck.
You want to do blackface, you're gonna go to school like this, and then you go to school, and then you deal with the consequences.
It's February. Come on, man.
Yeah, the timing of it.
Yeah, it's just so horrendous.
Yeah, it's MLK Junior weekend. I can't do this.
You know, it was Aunt Lucille's birthday on January 31st. Like,
yeah. Have you ever done blackface?
No.
It'd be funny if that's what you just admitted that on this pod, like you just came clean.
I did something close to it. I never did blackface, but I made a video where I wore like shitty dreadlocks that were like pink. I was making fun of like Lil Uzi.
Yeah.
Ended up being a really shitty video. I deleted it. But that was the closest I came to was like putting on fake dreadlocks and making fun of like mumble rap.
Yeah.
Which it was a shit video.
I don't think I ever have to do blackface. But I wonder if I could get accused of doing something like black hair. You know, like if I got cornrows, I wonder if somebody would call me out, you know?
You get like cultural appropriation?
Yeah. Like I wonder if that's a thing. Like that guy has black hair. He's doing black hair right now. Just like Tony Wellens does black scent.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's like a thing.
Dude, anytime I hear or like think about a black voice, I don't think of a black guy. I think of Tony now. Yeah. It's crazy, but
yeah. There's this Instagram guy who's going viral right now. It's like a black guy, but he sounds white and he says the N-word.
Oh wow.
And every time I think about that, I watch that video and I think like, man, I feel like Tony has more right to say it than this guy in this video.
He's like, hello.
Yeah.
It's like, you're like, whoa.
I feel like Tony could probably get away with it.
Maybe. I don't know.
What do you think about blackface? Do you think it's you think it's real bad, or you think it's like,
I don't know. I'm not black, so I don't know how it's actually makes someone feel who's black, but
yeah.
It's one thing if you're doing like a black exploitation film, you know, where it's like I'm strictly making fun of like how black people look. Then it's like, that's not good.
Right.
But like Tropic Thunder, or have you seen Always Sunny do it?
Yeah.
They're making fun of blackface.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like done that way,
like a parody of blackface.
It's you're making fun of something that was like over the top racist.
Right.
Like just because something's so fucked up and like in this case extremely racist doesn't mean you can't use it in a bit or a joke. Right. It just has to be done right.
Sure.
You know, like if you were just straight up going, look, I have blackface on, that's the whole bit. It's like, that's not a good look. It's not that funny. But you're making fun of the point of like, look how absurd they used to do it. Like Always Sunny did, and they have Frank Reynolds explaining it. He goes, "You need to put oil on you. You need to do up the lips," and it's like clearly over the top.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't speak on blackface, but like, if I ever see like brown face, like there's sometimes you see like I think Ashton Kutcher did a thing where he dressed up like an Indian guy, wore a turban, and did brown face, and then the Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, did like brown face thing. Doesn't really bother me. Like, I feel like I'm supposed to be offended by it, but at the same time, I'm like, what's the big deal?
Yeah, but is that because you're a comic, or is that like an Indian? Are you like, it doesn't bother us, or no, that doesn't? I'm a comic.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know. I guess I can't speak for Indian people in general, but I feel like for me, it's like, I think it looks dumb.
Yeah,
but like as a bit, I think it's a bad bit, but I don't think it's offensive.
True.
Like if you came to this podcast doing brownface and wearing a turban, which I hope I can figure a way to edit this little section right here, make you brown.
Just get one of those Snapchat filters on my face, bro. There's some close ones, bro. There's like a LeBron filter you can put on your
black.
You just full black with a beard.
Yeah.
Just your face, just black. It's like you blackface yourself on Snapchat.
What do you think? Do you think it's racist if, like, let's say, like, the metaverse becomes more of a thing? Mm-hmm. If in the metaverse your like avatar is black?
If you're doing over the top stereotypical black things
in the metaverse
while as a black character, then it's probably not the most tasteful. But if you're just your what's it called? Your avatar is black. It's like whatever. You're playing a video game at the end of the day. You know, it's like if I had a Skyrim character that I made black. You know, am I racist for making a black Skyrim character?
Have you seen that video of like, I think it's Mark Zuckerberg and somebody else in the metaverse, and they're just having like a meeting or whatever? What if like your avatar, like you're having like an important corporate meeting, and in this meeting room, everybody knows you're white, but you're a black guy in the meeting room.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about, there's one where it's him, and he's the avatar, and he's like talking, he goes, and look at some of the features. He clicks a button. He's got huge tits. He's like, what do you think about that? You're just full on giving a serious thing with like giant melons.
Yeah. That is wild, man. I'm excited for that part, the future.
It'll be cool. I just set my my stream setup last night actually.
Yeah.
And I'm getting back into the streaming, and it's weird just seeing yourself live on a screen.
Yeah.
Especially like with digital stuff going on. Like we're on a pod right now, so we're just like it's us, you know, we're not like an avatar. But it's definitely going to be weird just seeing yourself as like, this is my persona. When I'm talking to Anthony, I'm no longer thinking Anthony. It's like this digital version that's like faux you.
Yeah.
It's like it is you, but I could see the imperfections.
Yeah.
Maybe like 5+ years you won't.
Right.
But it's gonna be weird for a bit.
That'll be weird. Well, I'm excited to get there.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. What do you got? Let's hear another bit.
Oh, dude, I got you. Sorry, I'm very unprofessional.
Yeah, man.
All right, this is one that I wrote out a bit, and I tried it like once. It didn't get it to work. I might have tried it twice, and it was just longer. You know how like if you go to like a good Italian restaurant, when you get like a to-go, or a good like pizza place, you get like a to-go box for your pizza. They'll have like a picture of like Italy and like beautiful shit on there.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why don't we at American restaurants just have pictures of like shitty things in America?
Yeah.
Like if you go to get a burger from somewhere, and it's like, why don't they just have like someone, like a homeless dude, like passed out on the side of the street
On the box.
like on the box, yeah, like the scenes of Austin, you know, like you go to get barbecued, and the to-go container is just like a homeless dude with his fucking asking you for money, just like tripping out,
That's funny.
you know, like go.
I feel like they should do that in like Europe. Like if there's like an American restaurant in Europe, you know? Yeah. Because
Like, this is Chicago style deep dish,
just
and
a gun,
there's just bullet
just a gun
holes
pointed at you. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I had a bit similar to that where I try to imagine, like, you know, in America we have like ethnic stores. Like you can go to an Indian store, like an Asian market and stuff. Like I wonder if there's like American stores in other countries. Like you go in there and they just have like Totino's pizza rolls and fucking bagel bites and just
like Brad Paisley banging on the radio, just country.
Yeah. Just like an American ethnic store.
They got to. They have like McDonald's and shit over there. That's like American, right?
Right, but they have
Europe.
like
But you mean like an actual store to like buy things?
yeah, because you can go to like McDonald's in like I don't know, like Japan or something, and they have like a unique like umami burger thing or whatever. Like
You just made that word up, or is that a real word?
isn't that what like the Japanese flavor?
I don't know.
Umami?
I was just asking.
I just figured you would know food stuff, but
Okay.
like I'm pretty sure umami is like a
Umami. Oh, mom. Sorry. All right.
we need like a producer to look shit up, but I'm pretty sure it's like a Japanese flavor thing.
It sounds familiar.
You know what I mean? Like they like it's not like you go to like McDonald's in Italy and it's just the same menu. It's like a little different.
Mm-hmm. They'll have like special things on the menu that are specific to the region.
Yeah, like it might have like instead of a McFlurry, it'll be like a Mc cannoli or something.
Mm-hmm. With like probably has like I wouldn't be surprised if they had like boba tea at McDonald's,
probably something
in,
like that.
Japan or wherever boba tea's from.
Yeah,
One of those countries. One of them over there.
one of them Asian countries
over
that got
yonder.
them balls in their drink.
Mm-hmm. You boba tea guy,
I love boba tea,
dude. Can we get boba tea after this?
I don't think there's one on 6th Street, which blows my mind. There's one on way down East 6th.
Okay,
I haven't been there, but I love boba.
I'm a big boba boy, dude.
Yeah,
Big boba, just straight milk tea boba, dude.
milk tea is so good.
Me up,
Like
man.
a Thai iced tea or a taro flavored. So good.
You ever chew? I do feel weird sometimes, like when I'm sucking on the straw and I'm looking at the balls fly up into my mouth. It's like, oh my god, I have like 7 balls in my mouth right now.
Yeah, they're good though, man. I don't know. Whoever invented that, crazy.
Yeah, it's just tapioca, right?
I think most like typically, yeah, it's tapioca or something else. It's good shit.
You ever experiment? They have like all like the jellies and like other types of. They ever experiment with that shit?
I think I've had the jelly stuff, like the cubed jelly stuff, and then yeah, they like mix stuff. It's so good. They've Asian like I think Japan has like mastered food. They've the sushi is so good.
It's my favorite.
Boba is so good. All their desserts and everything. Great. Can't believe we did that to them.
Yeah. They make everything. Wait, from the the nukes just make them all make everything like into little packages and balls.
Yeah.
Even their ice cream is like mochi. It's a ball
it's like
now.
all sweet, like wrapped in rice.
Yeah, which is it's so good.
I wonder if like if Americans had boba before Pearl Harbor, we would think twice. We're like, shit, dude, what are we doing? Are we really gonna?
It's the 40s and they already made this shit.
Yeah.
What else do they have?
I think if you had boba in the 40s, you would turn gay.
You think so?
You'd drink it and you'd be like, wow!
Boss, 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 boss.
I don't think they were built for it.
No.
Yeah.
World War II. Those were men.
They were men, dude. They were
Grizzled men.
Yeah. All right, that's a fun bit.
Yeah.
Just like order just takeout boxes.
Yeah. Every takeout box from a different restaurant. Like your hot dog stand. Like you can do nice ones. Like it has a baseball park from the hot dog bag.
Yeah.
You know, I only see like China. Do Chinese places have it too?
Takeout boxes?
A takeout box that'll have like a picture of like somewhere from China, like the Great Wall on it.
I don't know if I've seen the Great Wall, but I feel like I've seen like a monument kind of thing, I don't know.
Like a dragon.
Yeah, like a dragon or something, or like the Chinese symbols.
I just know been to a lot of pizza places like that. A lot of them have like the dude on the boat in Italy.
Yeah. On a gondola or whatever.
Pictures of like Venice and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have anything nice. It's literally like
just Statue of Liberty and like a
violence.
fucking glizzy.
Just two dudes making out.
Yeah, just full gay food.
Yeah. That's funny. All right, I'll do a quick one. This bit also kind of sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. I haven't really figured it out, but being like when I was on the Coast Guard, just being on a ship the whole time, you're like away from if you're on an all male crew, which I was for a little bit, you're just on a boat away from women for days, sometimes weeks at a time.
Sounds like a dream.
And then like you're there and you're like, when you're on the boat, you're like, I get mermaids. Like I get dudes. Like you go out on the deck and you're just looking at the water and you're like, yeah, I guess I would if that fish had tits, I'd smash that thing.
There's gotta be something in this water I can fuck.
Pretty much. Like I feel like the first guy to see a mermaid it probably was like a mirage. Like he was just like horny beyond his days, and he's probably out on the deck and he. Like, how do you even tell anybody what you just saw? You're like, hey, you guys see that?
There's a girl out there.
There's a fucking
nice tits.
Yeah, nice tits on her.
I was the ass on her. You're not gonna believe me. I swear to God.
Yeah, and they probably were like, dude, if I can get this guy out of the sun, he needs some water or something, Mm-hmm. Just something so funny about because if you look at every culture has a story about mermaids, like Japanese culture, Indian culture, European culture. Everybody, all these sailors have stories about mermaids.
Did you see oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, so it's either they're real or just the universal horniness of men is just, can't deny it.
It's more than likely the second one. Guys are horny enough to just hallucinate half fish, half women.
Yeah. For
sure. But did you see when there was stuff going around where they found like a mermaid and it was like super little and it ended up being like a hoax? Like they were like making mermaids and just like throwing them, like letting them wash up the shore.
How do they make them?
Just like with like shitty bones and like they were making like mermaid skeletons.
Oh,
and stuff,
okay, yeah.
To where it would be like, oh my God, this is the remains of a mermaid.
Yeah.
Because they could have also just been like using women as like bait. If you're like a pirate, it's like, oh, I'm trying to bait these people over to a shitty part of. Like maybe there's a bunch of rocks over there. It's like I'm gonna put a woman on this rock.
That's interesting.
That's just my logic of like
your theory.
Why would there be like a smoking hot girl just in the middle of the ocean for like people to see unless it's like 1, mermaid, 2, extreme horniness, which most likely that's what it was, or 3, it's a tactical thing.
It'd be funny if that. So basically, you're saying there's potentially mermaids were like a psyop for pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the biggest boob women out there, lock her legs up in this fish looking thing to where people are like, we got to get over there. And they navigate over there and their ship gets sunk.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of rocks.
I love when you see in a movie, I think they had mermaids. I forget which Pirates of the Caribbean it was, but I think like mermaids come up to the ship and they're like talking to the sailors and they fall in love. I just love the horniness of men that they're obviously the top half is beautiful. Yeah. Bottom half is clearly a fucking fish. But I love that men are so horny. They're like, I could work with that.
I'll figure it out. Would you prefer top half fish, lower half, the best vagina and butt ever in the world, the most attractive legs ever, but it's just a fucking fish. Doesn't even have arms. It's flippers up top.
I think you could work with that too.
You think so?
Yeah, I think if that's what mermaids were, men would still be like, I can work with that.
Still get it done.
Yeah.
I remember did you watch Futurama growing up?
Yeah, I never like fully watched it. Like I didn't follow episode by episode, but I would just put it on TV.
There's an episode of Futurama where like their ship goes underwater and there's mermaids.
Yeah.
And Fry falls in love with this like mermaid princess lady, and they have like this way of turning him into a mermaid. And I was just like, God, I would totally. When I was a kid, I was like, oh, I'd fucking do it.
You'd become a mermaid?
I get to make out with that hot mermaid lady, you know?
You don't have like a dick and balls anymore.
I know. That's what makes Fry go, I'm out. Because he tries to like have sex with her and he can't. He's like, I'm out.
They just kiss the whole time?
Yeah. And then he bails. And then I think they try to like kill him, like, because she was like the princess or whatever.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's funny. You ever see a mermaid? You ever see anything crazy in the water?
Anything crazy?
Were you a big water guy?
I'm terrified of the water, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I saw Jaws at a super young age.
That scared you?
I was afraid to go in pools at night.
As a kid, I was scared of pools or being in a pool by myself.
Yeah, it still makes me uneasy.
Sure.
Like I was still like I have a neighborhood pool now. I'll go in there like after a workout and like swim and just like relax.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, I got like tortured in the water, bro.
Really?
I had an older cousin who was just a prick. And after seeing Jaws, you remember the scene in Ace Ventura when he's like, "It's not Snowflake." Like,
oh yeah, he's getting
jostled around.
Yeah.
My cousin basically did that in the water, and I'm like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And he's like, "There's a shark! Get your mom!" And he's like freaking out, and I'm like, "There's a shark in my pool, killing my cousin."
Yeah.
Like I have like traumatic memories of like my cousin dying in my pool to an invisible shark, to where I was like terrified of my own pool.
It's funny how that works. Just even though you're a kid, you know it's a pool.
Exactly.
But you're like, what if?
Yeah. In the deep end, dude.
Yeah.
What if it just popped up in there?
Yeah, it's like when you're sleeping and your leg goes outside the blanket almost.
Dude,
Fuck.
that's freaky.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna grab it.
Something might grab you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What you got? Oh, where are we at? Let me see how much time. 32. All right, we can do like 1 or 2 more.
1 or 2 more each, or just 1 more each?
I'll do 1 more after you, and then yeah, and then you can do 2. So you do 1 now.
Want me to do 2?
So do 1 now, and then we'll close with your
The
final
last one.
Yeah.
All right, cool. This is one where I'm trying to figure out how I used to pitch it. I've done it a good amount of times. I got it to work like maybe 50% of the time.
Okay.
But it wasn't strong enough for me to keep, and I ended up just tossing it. It was based around like weddings, and I think men treat their side of the wedding better than women treat their side. Like men are like all for the guys. It's like if I'm at a wedding, if my best man and you're like a not bridesman, like what's it called? The guy's side, the groomsmen. All the groomsmen, you wouldn't be able to tell which one's the what's it called? The
best man.
The husband, because everyone's dressed up in a suit. Everyone's in like a tux. Everyone looks nice. Mm-hmm. But whenever the bride walks out, she's dressed like a Disney princess, and then she has this like gaggle of ain't shit bitches behind her, all dressed up at a clearly lower level than her.
Yeah.
All just like doing her bidding because it's her day. Where like the guy, it's like it's his day too, but it's like all of his boys are brought up to his level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everyone there is just like they're all dressed up nice, and all the girls are just substantially lower on the pecking order as far as like how nice they get to dress. Yeah. You can see why I bobbed. Yeah. There's that.
But it's funny. I get what you're saying. Yeah, like
I compared it. It looked like Darth Vader and a bunch of stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Coming out to just ruin some guy's life.
That's pretty good. Yeah, because if it was equal, they'd all be wearing the same dress, right? Like, yeah, that's crazy.
It would all just be dressed up nice, but instead it's like over the top Disney veil on the head. You have to like move the shit out of the way to kiss her, and then just like basic ass dresses.
Yeah. That would be like if you were wearing a tux and then all your boys had like JCPenney flannels on or something. And
yeah, they all just had like a polo. Yeah, just wear a nice collared shirt with like a Sprint logo on it.
Yeah, they're just like fucking phone kiosk boys.
Yeah.
That's funny.
We're here for you. It's your day.
Yeah. You should change that. Whenever you get married, you should have like your wife. You should tell her what you want.
I'll have her wear a suit.
You both wear suits would be cool.
Oh yeah. Do you like a woman in a suit?
Like a lady suit?
Like like a girl in like a nice.
I think that's pretty hot. Yeah.
Like not like wearing a guy suit, but like.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing at first.
You know what I'm talking about. Some girls have like nice like business professional like dress wear.
Yeah. Well, I've seen so much porn that have horse.
Yeah, good point.
Like a lot of pornos are just like you're in an office and then this
hot secretary,
slutty secretary or slutty boss is just like dropping papers in front of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I go back and forth between whether I like a girl dressing like revealing and sexy and like reserved to where it's like I have to be like, oh my god, I bet under that's fucking nice.
Dude, when I was deployed to the Middle East, like I got so used to seeing women wearing like fully clothed hijabs and everything, and you would just see their face and you'd be like, god damn.
Right. And they pull it down, they have a beard.
You're like,
no.
No, but there's something to that where you just like covered up. You're like, well, I can picture it. That's more fun.
Yeah.
And then when
go ahead.
No, yeah, like what you were saying, like when you see everything, you're like, all right, which is not bad.
Don't get me wrong, it's awesome.
Like
seeing a naked woman's great, but it's like you see her dress well, and she's like kind of like hiding it, but like she'll walk and like hit a certain like angle, and you'll see it like go around. You're like, oh damn, she's hot.
Yeah,
like she's just like she's hiding it right now because she wants people to like actually listen to her.
Yeah,
she doesn't want people just staring at her ass. She wants to make a point and talk.
Right.
You know, and then she turns, and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Got my ass.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't feel like that's a thing for guys. You know, like guys. I feel like guys can wear anything and be taken seriously.
Yeah.
You know? Like I would listen to a dude wearing a wife beater who looks like he knows like his way around an engine. The same way I look at a dude wearing a full-on suit and glasses or whatever.
Yeah.
But a lady, I don't know.
It's not even so much that I can't take her serious, but if I'm talking to a girl and she's like dressed up and she's like not like having her boobs falling out and like looking incredibly like where if she sneezed the nips coming out, I can actually have a conversation and like, all right, don't look down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not that I'm not like some fucking weird horn dog, but it's like if it's right, it's very hard.
Sure.
You know? I'm taking you serious, but I'm also actively going, don't look at her tits.
Yeah.
Do not look at her tits.
There's other
Do not make a fool of yourself right now. Snap out of me.
Yeah, there's more work you got to do.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You know, that made me think, you said a lot of people wear hijabs where you're from. It's got to be way easier to be trans over there, to dress like a woman.
Yeah.
Just do your eyes up a little bit.
I'm a woman.
Just get rid of the unibrow and do your eyes up a little bit.
Yeah, no one will question you. You can just easily, you just got to change your voice best you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty true. Maybe a lot of trans people should move out there.
Yeah, I'm sure they would be accepted.
I think it would be easier, but the stakes are a lot higher. If you get
caught, it's no longer a weird conversation with the family. It's death.
Yeah,
which is horrendous.
Yeah. All right, where are we at? 38. All right, I'll do a quick one, and then we'll close out with your finale.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I haven't done this joke. I was looking through my notes on my phone, and I don't really have a joke for it. It's kind of just a premise I want to kind of talk about. But you know, like I feel like on social media, it's very easy for us to know when there's like a fake account. You know, like when you see like a very attractive woman follow you, and you go to her profile, and it's just like it's either fake AI pictures or it's like a famous celebrity woman or whatever, but they're like have a fake name, and they're like, "Hey, what's up? How are you doing?" and stuff. Like it's very clear for us in this day and age to know like a fake account. But like I always wonder I wonder what the first guy to ever get catfished. Like I wonder how dumb he looks to us today, you know?
Yeah.
Because when your social media was new, like if your first time on like MySpace or whatever, if an attractive girl added you and messaged you, you'd have been like,
"Oh no way!
Oh fuck!
everyone's pictures are shitty. You know what I mean? It's not just like this one person.
Right.
You know, so it's like if someone had a shitty profile picture and there was like 3 or 4 kind of the same, it'd just be like, oh, this person really likes this dress.
Yeah. And it just, I feel, I don't know. I just like thinking about the first guy to have been like, how he must have felt. Just the genuine joy to be like, yo, I'm crushing it, dude.
It's got to feel good. It definitely, I remember like even the not knowing if someone was trying to having that online appeal of someone like hitting on you.
Yeah.
Like if you are believing it's real, it's got to feel good. I used to play RuneScape as a kid.
Yeah.
And I had a girlfriend in RuneScape.
You had a RuneScape girlfriend?
For like a day or 2.
Yeah.
And then I made them a bunch of like items and they just disappeared. It was
like,
definitely a dude.
You did like tasks for them and stuff?
Yeah. I made them like, they were a couple level, like lower level than me. I made them like armor and shit. I was a fucking nerd. I must have been like, bro, like 4th, 5th grade. Fat kid, never talked to a woman.
Did they break up with you or they just ghosted you?
Just disappeared. Full on disappeared.
Did you look for them?
No. I just remember I remember a little thing for a day, maybe 2 days.
Yeah.
And then disappeared. It was probably someone who was like 15 years older than me going, yeah, I'm your girlfriend. And he's like, yeah, I'm talking to this moron, which is most likely what it was.
That's what I always thought it was. Like, I always thought, like, if you had a girlfriend on, like, World of Warcraft or RuneScape, that it was most likely just a dude fucking with you.
Yeah.
But then nowadays, I'll see, like, stuff on Instagram, and it'll be, like, a really attractive girl playing, like, World of Warcraft.
Well, yeah. Nowadays, it's a lot easier to verify.
Right.
Because it's like if someone is actually real, they'll give you like, if they they'll give you their information. They'll give you an IG, some way of tracing it to where it's like, no, this is a person. Right. If they're hitting you with like, no, we'll talk on WhatsApp, dude. Yeah. We'll talk on WhatsApp. I don't have social media. It's just not my thing. It's like, all right, go fuck yourself. You're fake.
Yeah, that's funny. Did I have because I played World of Warcraft for a while.
Nerd.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
I think RuneScape is probably worse.
It was.
But I was like addicted. Like I would like come home from school and I would spend the next 12 hours, go to bed at like 3 a.m, wake up. It was like, it consumed my life so much that I would like, when I went to school, I paid people to play my characters. So it would level up while I was in class.
Wow. It was like that.
Yeah. I was like super addicted. I don't think I had a WoW girlfriend. I did have a chat roulette girlfriend though.
No way.
Like I met this girl, and she was real because we were talking, and then we exchanged Skypes. So after chat roulette, we just I would just Skype her, like every other day, and we would talk. And then I stopped seeing her because she started doing this weird thing where she would send me pictures of her at a wax museum, and she'd be like, "Hey, I met Will Smith today."
Look at me and all my friends.
And I would look at it and I'd be like, that's fake. That's a wax museum. And she was like, no, it's not. He was at because she lived in Germany. She was like, no, this was at a big event in Berlin. And then she would show me another picture and it's clearly like a wax figure, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Mm-hmm. I was like, you're crazy.
She like trying to fuck with you, or she was trying to like act like it was real people?
I think she was acting like it was real people because that's why it bothered me so much. If she was like playing a bit, I'd be like, that's funny.
Yeah.
But I think she was trying to really be like,
trying to impress you, dude.
I was like, you trying to stupid bitch. These aren't real.
You dumb. You think I'm that stupid?
So I ghosted her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Life be like that, man. Mm-hmm. RuneScape girls, chat roulette girls.
Yeah, dude. I was a big Uvu chat roulette guy.
Yeah.
For a minute, me and my friends would just
pull your dick out.
Prowling, hope. No, we never took our dicks out. My buddy mooned the camera a million times. That was fun. We saw a lot of dicks, unfortunately.
So many dicks. But every once in a while, you'd meet like a chick, and you'd be like, "This is cool."
Yeah. And eventually, they'd take their boobs out. It was sick.
I never got that. I never got that lucky.
We did.
Did you?
We did. We would just talk to people and just try to get them to take the boobs out.
Yeah, I remember once I talked to a really hot Turkish lady, and then me and my buddies talked to some really hot like Eastern Bloc country ladies. It was awesome. Such a cool website, except for the dicks. If there was any way you could filter out the dudes, I love it when you're like, you hit next and it's clearly like a man. He's just like flexing like this.
It's so, and it's just crazy to think about because we were like 15, 16 while we were doing this. Just how many like 30-year-old cocks we saw just because we were on chat roulette.
Whoa.
Like, no, trust me, there's boobs in here. We're just clicking through this sea of dicks.
It's kind of like a metaphor for life, like you just got to go through so many dicks to get to some.
I just remember one time we were This guy we clicked and it got a guy. And he was just wearing like a Halloween mask. Yeah. And he was staring at the screen, and we were like, "Yo, what's up, dude?" We start talking to him. He didn't like respond normally. He would just say yes, no, yes, no.
Yeah.
And then after like a minute of conversation, my brother's like, "Are you gonna show us your dick?" He goes, and he just stands up, just rock hard, with the Halloween mask on. We're like, "What the fuck are we doing?"
Yeah, there every once in a while there'd be like a guy you'd get and he'd act normal for as long as he could, and then he'd like stand up and his dick was out. Yeah. There's like guys who would just like they were on the cusp of being like a normal guy, but they were clearly like a sicko on there.
Yeah, like how many? There's no way that still happens, right? With people showing their face and dick on there for how many? Like how easy it is to just be put online somewhere now.
Yeah, I haven't been on chat roulette in a while or Omegle or whatever, but I wonder if it's cleaned up.
Who knows?
Who knows? We pull it up right now.
Yeah.
All right, man. We're near the end. These have been fun. I want to hear whatever you got for a finale. Crazy bit, whatever, anything.
All right.
This all on the table.
This is a bit that I honestly really liked, and I would say 50-50 whether it was working, and it was because it's offensive to a point where I was like nervous saying it, and I think that's when it didn't work. The best it ever did was did you ever do Grumpy's?
No, I never went out to Grumpy's.
Well, it's a dive bar. Right. For context, second time at that bar, a homeless guy walked in and dropped a little Coke baggie on the floor, and we picked it up and gave it back to him in the middle of the comedy show, and then he proceeded to go to the back and do drugs. It's just a shitty dive bar where anything goes. Like they encourage you to be offensive.
Yeah.
And it was the whole bit was that I didn't like Harry Potter because it wasn't realistic enough for me because it's a high school of wizards and there's no special needs wizards.
Yeah.
Like there was no it's a high school. There would definitely be like a short train to Hogwarts.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think that you know how you get to Hogwarts.
Yeah, you got to go through like a portal thing.
You go to the train station and you run into like this wall that transports you there. My whole concept was that these are special. These kids are like special. They just saw trains and got distracted. Yeah. They got lost, so they ran into the wrong fucking wall. And they never made it. And the ones that did make it there, it's magic. They all got cured. Hermione was like, expecto chromosomo or some shit like that. And and then it went into the whole concept of, you know how like you'll see videos where like it'll be like a football game and they'll let or a basketball team and they'll let like a special needs kid play. Yeah, and everyone everyone all around is like, yo, we're good people. This team's getting dunked on. We're gonna put the special kid in. You mind if he scores one? It's gonna make his whole day.
Yeah.
And everyone lets him do it. If he misses, they like give him back the ball and he scores, and it's awesome.
Right.
I feel like they were gonna do that with Quidditch and just duct tape one to a nimbus. And everyone's on board. Everyone's fine. And then Harry Potter, who has PTSD from fighting Voldemort, just snaps and just fucking nails the kid.
That'd be good. Yeah. That'd be a funny sketch.
Yeah, it's all tagged up, and then it goes down the road of any disability in Hogwarts is a problem. You know, like because you're doing spells. They're like all the kids basically have guns, which is just their wands, and if you say things incorrectly, wands will like set on fire. Someone can like get like blown up. Yeah. Where it's like, even like, can you imagine a kid with Tourette's?
Yeah.
In Hogwarts? It's just like, expecto fuck! Just blowing people up.
Just full on exploding, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Expecto fuck!
Did it again. I keep doing it. Fuck!
A Vatican cunt! Just shit blowing up. If you do it the right way, it is funny. But I'm like even anxious saying it now. I'm like, dude, we're gonna take it the wrong way.
That's funny. I feel like you could do a really good sketch like that, just like a green screen. You know?
Who am I gonna get to play that guy?
You play?
No fucking way. That's almost as bad as blackface.
You think?
What do you even special Downs face, brother?
Downs.
For a full sketch?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's tough.
Or just get a cool Downs guy.
Yeah. You just full ringer it out.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie was great. They used special people.
Yeah, they were on board too. They're all down.
Yeah, it was all a good joke.
Yeah.
That's really funny. That's are you a big Harry Potter guy?
I grew up watching it with my family. I've probably watched them all, like start to finish.
Yeah.
Probably like 3 times in my life.
Okay.
And yeah, I used to watch them in the theaters as they all came out.
Yeah.
And then twice in Orlando I went through them, and like I watched it and like 2 years later I was like, yeah, it's about time. I haven't seen them in a while.
Nice. I think I've seen one. I never really got into it. Are there other races at Hogwarts?
Oh, it's a big mixed bag. But it was like not until the 3rd or 4th show, or the 3rd or 4th movie, where you were like, oh, now there's a black wizard now.
Yeah.
Where like the first couple, I wasn't looking for it, obviously.
Right, sure.
But there's like, it was it's very funny. It's because I think it's the 3rd one with Sirius Black. It's the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah.
And they have a black wizard like talking about it. He goes, "Black's gonna get you," or something like that. We're like, give him that line.
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Like he said something like a line like that.
That's funny. Yeah, that special needs at Hogwarts would be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else with Hogwarts would be funny.
The sorting hat.
Sorting hat?
You put that on them. Peanut butter. Instead of Gryffindor or whatever.
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
That's a good bid.
This is a curious, because it starts talking.
Yeah.
I don't know which house to place this in. No, we can't go back on the train.
There's a Harry Potter spinoff, right? They've done like
Beasts and magical beasts and where to find them or whatever.
Okay, that's one, right?
I think so.
That's in the Harry Potter universe.
There is like this whole. I don't know if it was a fake thing or if like it's actually backed. Like they're gonna do it's the Cursed Child.
Okay.
Where it's apparently Harry Potter's kid. Okay. It's like his generation going to school.
Oh.
Which would be sick.
Has J.K. Rowling?
Yeah.
She's very interesting in the social media news.
Yeah. She got a lot of flack, like a lot of shit. I don't know exactly what she said, but it was a lot of like trans stuff.
Yeah. It'd be funny if she did like a trans wizard thing.
Yeah. I think they made Dumbledore gay.
Did they?
I think so.
Like she was on board with that, or she was like
either she was on board or like ended up being canon that he was gay or something.
Okay.
Maybe it was rumor, but the whole thought was that he was gay, I think.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's funny, man. This was fun, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a good time. It was super fun. I said obviously. No. I didn't mean it that way. No, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. It was great having you. Great bits. These are fun. You want to promote anything? Your YouTube or?
Just Jake Ricca on YouTube, and we're doing Get Rekt, which is a podcast all about comedy and gaming, interview style about people and their favorite video game memories and favorite games, and then we just play games.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Check out Jake all around Austin. Guy crushes it, and thanks for watching. Take it easy, guys.